And we're live. Okay. Hi, everybody. This is the Uncanny Omar. A little bit frustrated. We were dealing with not AT&T this time, so this episode is not brought to you by AT&T, but this episode... woozah. Okay. Apparently, StreamYard was having high traffic and errors, so we are here. Can everybody hear us? Can everybody see us? Hope. This is Dom.
What's good, everybody? Yes, Omar was cussing up a storm like literally 30 seconds
Why
ago.
did you just throw me under the bus? We just got here. I was calm. I was completely calm.
It was completely calm for a good 6 minutes.
And then, woo! Oh, man. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to your Saturday morning live stream, at least Saturday here in the state of Kentucky and in California, and really early in California. It is 11:07 a.m. I'm so sorry about that. So we're just a little bit late, but here we are nonetheless. I am the Uncanny Omar. My co-host, the Astonishing Melanie, will be joining us shortly. And we've got Dom of X over here. What's up, buddy? How are you?
Dude, doing well. See, the early to me is like 5 a.m. and I'm usually awake at like 6-ish. So I mean, I'm chilling.
Too young to be awake that early.
I don't know, man. My parents got me Dairy Queen yesterday, so.
Whoa, that's a good thing. And here I was joking with Heather that you would be 5 minutes late. I'm never late on Saturdays. I'm always on time, so it frustrated me. I was like, what the heck?
It's not even an internet thing, like Omar said. It's 100% on StreamYard.
Yeah, I don't know. The servers were way too busy. I don't know. Cougar of X. What is that show? And how do I get on that? Somehow, some way, Dark Hawk did this. What is up, Bailey? How are you doing, brother? Hey guys, do you know anything about the possibility of a Punisher Warzone by Dixon and JR? Cheers. I think all there was of that era is a trade paperback, and it never really got finished. I love that gimmicky cover. It's a die cut cover of all the bullets. I would love an omnibus of that stuff. I really like that era of Punisher. I know some people hate it because it got kind of crazy by the time you got the Suicide Run. But I loved it, man. That was some good stuff. And yes, it did get a little bit crazy by the time it got to that crossover. I mean, Punisher had what, 3-4 titles at that time?
Mm-hmm. It was jam-packed with a whole bunch of different spinoffs.
I acknowledge you, Jason. Thank you for that. And I got the reference. Hey, Omar, I'm trying to get into X-Men. What would be your recommendation for me? Okay, I'm actually going to let my co-host recommend something, and then I'll recommend something. And
I would absolutely recommend House of X and Powers of 10. Spidey fan. I believe the hardcover is way out of print, but you can find your trade paperback at your local comic shop, graphic novels, retailers like that. It's fantastic. It got me into X-Men. It's a great jumping on point too because it introduces you to newer material, so it's completely modern. I love it. I think you'll love it too.
Maybe many people are out of school now and are streaming, so that you're right. Yeah, all these young bucks streaming early Saturday morning. Don't they stream late at night? Hey, more Dom, has there been any news updates on Avengers Volume 2 spines yet? I showed him on Patreon a couple of weeks ago. And I did, based on the reaction that Patreon gave me, I did reach out to Marvel to see if they could change one of them to the red spine. One of them does have a red spine, but it's not like that crimson red from the second printing of the first volume, if that makes sense. So I'm asking before I show it on social media. It might be too late, but I will end up showing it on social media soon. But I did. Just the reaction of Patreon, people were like, oh man, I really wish it would match. And I get it. So, I don't mind asking, and they can say no, or maybe they can say yes. Do you think Black Panther The Man Without Fear run will ever be close? There is enough. There is enough for another omnibus. The original title of that Omni was supposed to be Black Panther by Reggie Hudlin Omnibus Volume 1. And when I asked, is that correct? Because I know he co-wrote some other issues, and they said, wait, let's just change it to this. And I think they did think about it, and there is enough stuff. Pretty sure Omar will recommend Chuck Austin's or Peter Milligan's runs. No, I'll recommend Uncanny 1 and Astonishing, and House and Powers is a good one too. little convoluted, but that's the way Hickman writes.
Hey, Dom. Hey,
Hi,
everybody.
Melanie. Good morning.
Good morning. How's your Squirtle doing?
He is up, alive, and well. I'm surprised he wasn't sleeping in more, but he's here and he's in the stream.
That's a good answer.
We were StreamYard was having problems. I've never seen that. It was saying that the servers were busy, so we were a little bit late.
Oh, hey guys! And my back's it's not sore from my shot. It just feels the same as it always is feeling because it takes several days for the steroids to kick in. But thank you for asking. Yeah, just so that's good. It just feels the same. Like I'm not sore from the shot. Morning. Hey Ben, what's the show you're most excited about for the rest of the year?
Oh,
Cobra
God.
Kai. Oh, it's Cobra Kai next month.
And it ends. It's the final season of Cobra Kai. I'm excited for House of the Dragon, which starts next week. I'm excited for Cobra Kai. I'm excited for more boys. It started off a little bit slow, and I think I've seen online people are disappointed, but I think it's still keeping with the whole idea of what the boys is. I'm trying to think. Virgin River season, don't judge me, 5, and are they on 4 or 5? This is the Christmas special count as a season. Where are my Virgin River fans at? And what else am I excited for that's coming out this year? I'm not sure what else is coming. Nick Spencer's Amazing Spider-Man. Oh, Miss Melanie's back is sore from carrying the whole show. Wow. Walt just wrote. Yes,
you're saying Nick Spencer's Amazing Spider-Man Omni Volume 2 has a printing error.
It does. I've reached out to Marvel about it, so they've known about it for a couple of weeks now. I don't know if they'll do anything or not, but just wanted to say how old I feel. Batman Begins. Oh, shut up, Mike. Why would you? It's Saturday morning, Mike. Why would you remind me?
The super chat.
I don't need reminders like that, Mike. That's horrible.
Batman Begins came out 19 years ago today.
That's almost 2 decades.
Wow.
That's almost as old as Dawn.
Weird.
What the heck?
Weird.
Isn't House of the Dragon starting tomorrow? It is. It's starting. Oh, well, I guess I consider my Sundays the beginning of the week. So, yes, it is starting tomorrow. Hey, Chris is here all the way from Heroes Con. It's very hot and humid in Charlotte, North Carolina. What would you consider to be the most prized collectible? Could be a book, single issue, toy, sketch. It would be that Optimus Prime that Daniel Warren Johnson sketch for you that you're going to send my way.
Is your most
That's my most
prized
prized possession.
That's a good question.
Probably Uncanny one. It's got signatures from folks that aren't here anymore. They're no longer with us.
The first thing that pops in my head is what I have 2 of because you have one.
The Xenogears art book?
Xenogears. Not the art book, but shoot, what's it called? It's got lore.
Perfect Works?
Perfect Works, yes. I was like, no, don't sell. We need both just in case something happens to one of them.
That is crazy. That is the only book in this house that we have multiple copies of. I mean, outside of like, but because this is my job, I keep like epic collections and omnis of the same story, like in case I'm doing mappings or where to start reading and things like that. But yeah, I think that is the only book in this house that no C.S. Lewis's Chronicles of Narnia,
yeah,
the big version, because we both have it. 19 years ago.
What about you, Tom?
I'm still tripping.
Let me go
What
get
is
it,
your
Melanie.
price position, brother?
Go get it.
Okay.
I hope he gets that Squirtle.
Here.
And it's signed by the voice actor.
He's getting it. Let me get Bailey.
Thank you, Bailey, for the super chat, brother.
Thank you.
Just had a couple Star Wars questions. I know the Old Republic Omni being reprinted is just announced, but any news or a chance we will get a volume 2? And any chance of Clone Wars or Legacy coming? Wink, if yes. Wait, I didn't mean to wink. I was winking as I was reading. 3 years ago, I remember they were looking at covers and things like that behind the scenes at about one of those books. It's a little behind the scenes. Nothing has come of it, but then that's the thing, right? Some of these books, like the book I'm announcing maybe next time when that announcement drops, that's been in the works for a while. So yeah, Kingsport Cal knows that song, The Chronicles of Narnia. Yes. So I think there will be some. Now, one of the books I was supposed to announce was part of the Legends era, so the Dark Horse era, but that one it looked like they moved it out. So, well, all right, Dom, what do you got, buddy? What do you got?
I told the story the last time of the comic book store customer that gave me a bunch of free stuff, but he got this for me for Christmas, which is a 9.8 graded copy of the Gleason cover, or the main cover to Amazing Spider-Man 55.
Wow.
Yeah, he just gave it to me as a Christmas present. Wasn't expecting much, but I got some gifts for some customers, but like this was completely unexpected. I must have told him like I'm a huge fan of Patrick Gleason or whatever.
That's
Got me that.
awesome.
I'm like, I was starstruck. I was
That's a
starstruck.
hard book to keep at a 9.8 because it's black. You know, the black covers; those are just magnets for thumbprints. Just start. Top 3 Batman, Black Panther modern runs considering the recent announcement. Top 3. Oh, well, what do you consider modern? Freaking Mike Ortega just reminded me the Batman Begins was 20 years ago. Is that still modern? You know what? No.
Anything after 1991.
Anything after 1985 is modern to me. Okay. Okay. Oh man, that's hard because I really enjoyed Don McGregor's return to the character. But I would probably go. Yeah, I would probably go the route of the 3 Omnis that are out. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Eve Ewing. I don't think did her run get wrapped up.
Her run did finish not too long ago.
Nick said post 98, I guess.
Okay, well then it definitely would be Christopher Priest. Love his. That's my favorite Black Panther run. Reggie Hudlin and Ta-Nehisi Coates. I mean, because I don't think anybody else wrote enough issues, right? Like that whole Black Panther Man Without Fear storyline that would have to be put into another omnibus with a bunch of other minis and the stuff that's missing from the Reggie Hudlin run. And then who was it that took over after Ta-Nehisi Coates?
John Ridley.
Yes, John Ridley. His run only lasted, what, 12 issues? And then Eve Ewing's run lasted maybe 10 or 12 issues. And they weren't that impactful, right? So I would go with those 3 as the final answer. Modern for me is 2000 to today.
Yeah, those are like all the years of it alive. Final Shadow.
Ouch. Ouch.
Bailey had a follow-up question. What was the one you were supposed to announce?
I can't answer that, Bailey. That's bait.
Hey guys, Omar, which is the oldest floppy you own? Any silver or golden age?
No, not anymore. I used to have a complete run of X-Men. And I used to have a lot of Avengers from the Silver Age. I had a couple of Golden Age Captain America books and a Batman book just because I completely worthless because they were just destroyed, but I always wanted stuff like that. I guess my oldest book, honestly, is my unbroken run of Uncanny 90. I sold my good ones, though. 96. X-Men 96 is my oldest book I have, which isn't even that old. Unless you're Mike Ortega, then it's ancient because 19 years ago was Batman Begins. Oh, thank you, buddy. Arwingu, how are you, buddy? Dude, it's a me.
Yeah, there you go. You say it like Mario. This is sweet. Just want to say thank you for the channel, Omar and Melanie. When I first got to know about you folks, I was back in India. Now I'm in the U.S. in a PhD program specializing in comic studies.
Is that real?
That's amazing. Did you tell us that before? I feel
that is really cool.
Remember
that is awesome.
That is absolutely cool.
Congratulations, brother.
Yay.
And get that degree, man. Get that degree. Which Jeff Johns Green Lantern was your favorite, Omar? Like which one of the Green Lantern Omnis? The first one, because that one's got Rebirth. But if you're talking about characters, I love the way he writes Hal Jordan.
Can't fault Bailey for.
Yeah, I know what you're trying there.
Is the Superman Triangle Years Omnibus Volume 1 still coming out in September? It was not in the DC Comics September solicitations.
Because I think it's already been solicited. Dom, what's the latest on that? Dom can tell you because he is at.
I am at comicreleases.com where you can get all of your comic release date updates and dates up to the date, your one-stop shop for that, and also solicitations. I believe it was in the July solicitations.
Okay. So there's your answer, Kenny.
So it's already been solicited.
Mobile Summon Fantastic Four by Jonathan Hickman. Omnibus Volume 1. Loving it. Oh, I love that one, man. I love that whole run.
Is there any place Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane has been collected, or do you think we could ever see a Silver Age collection of that stuff?
I think eventually we're gonna get there. I don't know how long it will be, but no, there isn't, outside of like maybe 1 or 2 issues I can think of in different collections over the years. It hasn't been collected. That one would definitely have to come with a sticker from for some issues of these were definitely products of their time. Please don't judge us for what people wrote in the past. Hi guys, I'm confused. How should I read the Thor Omnis of JMS and Matt Fraction? In Fraction's run, their stuff happened before the JMS run, like Secret Invasion tie-ins, but JMS has Siege. No, it goes JMS, Kieran Gillen, and then Matt Fraction. What Secret Invasion happens in the secret? That was in the Matt Fraction omnibus. Was there like a mini series of Thor Secret Invasion? Is that what I'm not? Let me, can I see this for a second?
Sure.
Just want to see what kind of mapping that they had for it. Because
I agree. That cover that
Riley
Oddvell picked. No, the Oddvell picked for Wolverine. That's not a good one.
No, it was Riley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there was the Secret Invasion series. So because it was written by Matt Fraction, that's why it's included in here. So it's some things that happened before. So I guess technically you could read that Secret Invasion mini and then go and read the Thor by Matt Fraction. Just woke up. No, mini and then read JMS. My bad. No, wait. No, JMS. Gosh, now I'm confused. JMS's Thor did happen like around that time that Secret Invasion was happening too. That Secret Invasion mini wasn't that memorable.
At Heroes Con, and so is Josh Greathouse.
You got Josh Greathouse set up there. He's selling some amazing, beautiful prints. You've got BJ Hicks. He's there from Comics Are Dope. You've got Chris Balga there. And a couple of other of our viewers are going to be there.
Dom, can you explain the significance of brass in Philippine culture, please?
That is... I know that this is probably a question that is more attuned to my parents because they know more about this stuff than I do. I do know that we do use it in a lot of like our cultural stuff. Like I've seen a lot of my family wear brass at weddings and etc. I know that like my grandmas, aunties, all in the Philippines, when they do like big family gatherings or any of that sort, they tend to have a lot of those on.
Cool. Hey, Zoe Bean.
Love that picture. Aria. Is that
does upside down man
the Tana speak?
Outside
does upside
dark.
How does he do this?
I had to approve it.
Oh,
like
really?
It said show her high.
It's gibberish?
Because I guess
does upside down man appear
anywhere outside of Justice League Dark?
No, I don't think so, because that was a Tynion thing. Tiny Onion thing. That was creepy, man. I love that character.
Can't decide which Omni to start next. Amazing Spider-Man Volume 2 or Hickman's Fantastic Four Volume 1. Tell me what I should start and why, please.
Melanie, would you like to take this one?
Nope.
Okay. Amazing Spider-Man 2. FF1 will be a quick read if you're in the mood for that. As ASM 2 will take you a while to read. It's a Silver Age book. Oh, it's so good, though, because that's the beginning of the John Romita Sr., the Handsome Peter era, as Melanie likes to call it. So it'll be good. I've never been to Heroes Con, but I was the main speaker at Villains Con 3 years in a row. Liar. Jacob, what's up, buddy?
Happy Father's Day.
Oh, yeah, tomorrow.
That is tomorrow.
I'm doing a live stream tomorrow. Let's see, I did one yesterday. I met my ex, and then we did an AMA, and then we're doing this, and so I'll do another one tomorrow. Man, time. Chris, what's up, buddy? Do you have the New Republic 2 yet? If so, let me see that beauty. Yeah, it's right behind Melanie, actually. If you want to grab it, baby. I actually have to record a video this week. I'll take that.
It almost fell.
I got it. It's my Starscream by Andrew Griffith.
There you go.
Okay. Here we go. New Republic, Volume 2. My favorite Star Wars stories collected in this omnibus. Love it.
Happy Father's Day, Omar.
Oh, thank you, Graham. How have you been, buddy? How old is Graham? That's how I determine time. So I remember when he was 12 years old, and I sent him old books. He wanted old Omnis or Silver Age Omnis, and he
Bruce,
knew.
thank you for the super chat. Any news yet about Boom Studios losing the rights to Buffy and where it might end up?
No news. I'm hoping that their rights revert back to Dark Horse so they can continue their library editions. That would be really cool because I know a lot of those are out of print. Yes, Dark Empire is in here. This is a huge book with a lot of goodies in here. And it's available for the first time. You're 16? You've been watching me for a little over 4 years. That's awesome.
Aw.
I'm doing okay, buddy. Doing okay. Do you have a favorite Iron Man omnibus? Where's my buddy John with his? Is he here?
I was waiting for. Yeah, he was asking you about your favorite bourbons.
Oh, John's asking the important questions. My favorite Iron Man omnibus would probably have to be the David Michelinie one. Yeah, I like that one. I was hoping there'd be a follow up, but that in a way kind of kickstarted off the Epic line. Omar, about your Kentuckian knowledge, please name me your top 5 bourbons. All right, let's get John mad. Jack Daniels, ancient age. It comes in a plastic bottle. I'm just kidding. Jack Daniels is not bourbon. They try to tell you it is, but you need that Kentucky limestone to make bourbon. Our governor said something cool. He was like, Kentucky makes 95% of the world's bourbon and 100% of the world's drinkable bourbon. And I was like, that's awesome, man. That's a good slogan. I'm voting for that guy. Let's see. I would go with my favorite, which is Eagle Rare. I actually, a lot of it comes from working at the distillery for 4 years. So Eagle Rare is my favorite. I like Blanton if I'm going to go with single barrel bourbon. Woodford Reserve's got a little bit of a sweet kick to it. Wild Turkey, 10-year Wild Turkey. I can't remember it's not the single batch. It's just the 10-year Wild Turkey. And W.L. Weller are my 5 favorites. Final answer.
Any chance that Michelinie Iron Man Omni could be reprinted?
Oh, you like Johnny Walker. I mean, yeah, I could be, but I don't think it made it in the top 20, did it?
Just got Superman Volume 2, Action Comics Volume 2, and Green Arrow Volume 1, all by Joshua Williams and trade paperbacks this week from IST in stock trades. Love reading those stories, and artwork is great. And he's also saying, love the channel. Omar, your content been following the channel since 2016.
Dude, Kenny is one of my subscribers. I got to give Kenny some love here. He is one of those subscribers that shares my videos on his personal social media. And you're so sweet for that, man. Thank you for that. Why is Graham sad? Did I not send him enough books? Speaking on behalf of everyone who is drunk right now, thanks, Kentucky.
Getting reprinted.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I mean, I'm sure it will be one day, right? We've learned that.
Kenna, thank you for support.
Most of these books will get reprinted if they haven't already been.
Any thought put into doing an indie most wanted poll? I know it's tough as there's just not as many omnis on that end.
I mean, it would be difficult to see what's out of print. And you mean like indie as far as Image Comics? The problem with that, Sato, I'll be honest, the hardest thing would be is when it comes to something like Dark Horse and Image, as we see from Bruce's question, they don't own the rights to anything. At any time, somebody can shop around and take their books elsewhere. So, for example, let's say I'm going to use Eric Powell, the Goon, right? Let's say you all want those reprinted. Well, he started his own imprint line, Albatross Press, right? He took the Goon with him, so Dark Horse couldn't reprint them. But now he's back at Dark Horse, and they technically could. It's a weird thing, compared to Marvel and DC, who own the characters. I don't know. I mean, a staple would be what? Like I would have to do it by different.
Say just said Image, Dark Horse, etc.
Yeah, so like for Image, I would have to do it and break it down by like companies, right? Like you've got McFarlane Incorporated, you've got Top Cow, you've got Giant Generator, and that's just a few. What's the new one?
Ghost Machine.
Ghost Machine, right? You would almost have to break it up by groups.
Okay. Omar, do your best impersonation of Mickey for Bunk. He's going to go running.
Mickey. Oh, get up, you son of a. This is Saturday shit. Gun. Get up, you son of a gun. Because Mickey loves you.
Go,
and then contort my face enough. Because Mickey loves you. I love that movie, man. That's from 5. I hear that bell. You're gonna hear a little angel in your ear. It's gonna whisper to you. It's gonna say, "Get up, you son of a."
That's really good.
I love that movie. I know everybody hates Rocky 5, but it's got some good quotes, man. Exercise bike is necessary.
To be honest,
Cosmo Show. Thank you for that, Saturday morning fan. So this part of the episode is brought to you by our Canadian sponsor, and that is bdcosmos.com. They're based out of Montreal, Quebec. 25% off your orders of 99 Canadian dollars or more. Free shipping everywhere in Canada for every order of 200 Canadian dollars or more. But you can tell them to hold on to your stuff until you get to that $200 mark. And let them know Near Mint Condition sent you their way at the checkout. You're automatically added to a monthly $25 gift card raffle. Entries are valid for new and returning customers. And that is...
Well, it's comic shop. No, it's not.
Wow.
I'm sorry. BD Cosmos with rewards and raffles taking care of customers in Canada. Hey. Sorry, I was pitching something on my phone.
No, I just got an email from Julian, who owns BD Cosmos. He's like, fire that woman. Everybody loves Rocky 4 because that film has Vince DiCola.
Oh.
When I met Vince DiCola at that Louisville concert, I had my vinyl with me, and I ran up to him, and I said, "Brother, I jogged to your music. I love it." He's like, "Oh, thank you. I hear that all the time. You know, people really like that Rocky 4 soundtrack." And I'm like, "No, I'm talking about Transformers, not Rocky 4." And he was like, "Now that I don't hear often. That's awesome." And he signed my vinyl, man. I love that soundtrack. It's the worst in the series, but it's still a good movie compared to some modern movies. I mean, there's a lot of good quotes in that movie about like aging and getting older and legacy. Like, it's got some good in it. I'm not saying it's my favorite. Bullet is my go-to. Also, I'm happy to see Iron Man questions from people other than me. See, Marvel, we do exist. All 3 of us. Wrong.
Oops, sorry.
She was about to remix. She was about to drop that remix, and man.
Remix.
What's up, Axel? How are you, buddy?
Why are there 2 apparently unrelated Marvel events named Secret Wars?
Because everything old is new. Like everything that you run out of stories and titles eventually, right? I mean, we've had Heroes Reborn, we've had X-Men Inferno. What's the new one?
Avengers Forever.
Avengers Forever. I mean, even things at DC like Heroes in Crisis or Identity Crisis and things like that were just titles from other stories. So eventually you just run out of stories. I'm sure we're going to have another Civil War. Not Civil War 2, but Marvel's new Civil War.
Dom, here's a question for you. Is this person fine reading X-Men by Jonathan Hickman with very limited X-Men background knowledge?
So, as someone who came into X-Men via the Krakoa era, I personally didn't have any problems with jumping in and experiencing this whole brand new world. Like with House of X, you will get introduced to characters, and again, it's new reader friendly. So it helps if you have that knowledge, obviously, of some of the characters. But if you've never picked up an X-Men comic before, shouldn't have an issue with figuring out who some of these guys are.
Good answer. And here is a question for all of us. If there's a character you would love, right? Who would that character be? I'd like to write Spider-Man.
Oh, you gotta be quippy and funny.
That's true.
Oh, you are.
He's my favorite, and there's just a lot about the character I respect. So I think it would be fun to write him.
You know, the easy thing for me would be, of course, Wolverine, but I always think anybody can write Wolverine. And let me tell you, time after time, that hasn't been true. That's not true at all. Maybe a lesser known character that nobody cares about. Rusty and Skids, The Adventures of Rusty and Skids. 2 of my favorite, really. Oh, what am I talking about? The New Warriors. The entire cast, and I add Rusty and Skids to that too. They can welcome to the team. Get out, take out some of the older characters. And I would purposely kill off the Zeb Wells era of New Warriors again, bring them back from the dead because they died in Civil War, and kill them again and say they were doppelgangers. Final answer. Can Karate Kid be Rocky? The soundtrack?
Who would you write? Dom.
Are you thinking Dom or?
Oh no! Oh, I missed.
You're not thinking. Okay.
I would write. You know what? Just to mess with Arya's head, I would love to write Zatanna.
Zatanna. Okay.
Somebody asked earlier about Jonathan Hickman. What do you think of the writing style? Spidey fan did, and this Promise One saying I would love for Jonathan Hickman to write the Hulk. No, I like Jonathan Hickman's writing. It yeah, I was confused sometimes in House and Powers of X and such, but like I'm enjoying Ultimate Spider-Man right now, and I've liked other things he's written in the past. So yeah, I like it. That's really generic answer. Sorry, but
no, it's okay.
I like it.
I think that's a good answer. I can see why he's not for everybody, just like Kieran Gillen isn't for everybody. I can see why people think his writing style is very pretentious because of the way that he kind of writes a story that you got to keep up and you have to know things because he knows things.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'll
if you,
and if you, Ultimate Spider-Man, it's not like that.
No, Ultimate Spider-Man is probably the less Hickman-y comic I've read in a long time.
Oh, East of West, I wasn't the biggest fan because
you got to keep up with him, Melanie.
It's a lot of world building, and I like character centric stories more than world building.
Marvel Gods is the exact same way. Like Marvel Gods is like, oh, we're gonna have another Babylon event, and in my head, I'm like, what the heck is a Babylon event? Is that a thing? So he had me, like, who's read a lot of comics. I haven't read everything. I'm like, is that like so many times I stopped reading Marvel Gods because I'm reviewing it or doing an overview of it because I don't want to spoil what happens. That I was like, yeah, did he just come up with that? I think he came up with that. That's not a thing.
Well, no, never mind. I don't want it. It's not a spoiler, but I won't say.
Okay.
And then of course, Dom, you love House and Powers of X.
I do,
right?
And I love like 90% of his work. So,
what's the work that you don't like by him?
I didn't care for. Have you guys read Transhuman?
No,
I haven't read that.
It's one of his earlier Image works.
I love Nightly News. That's one of my favorite. That's the one he drew too.
He did, yeah. And apparently, it was that and Pax Romana were two of the comics that Bendis was reading over at Image and said, hey, we need to bring this guy over to Marvel. And he also suggested to Hickman that he just stick to writing, and I guess the script stuck.
Yeah, man. That's how it happens.
Does anyone of you three know if there are any more hardcover collections by Top Cow or Wildstorm planned?
Top Cow, yes. What is it? Darkness 2 and Witchblade 3. Those are coming out. But also one of my favorite, Port of Earth, which, like I tell people, it's like watching CNN news sometimes. So don't get too excited. I actually love it though, and I can understand why.
How does Buckmaster B have a corner on the market of tank tops?
What
people wear that?
I think only because he wears tank tops in the wintertime.
Oh, does he?
He's gonna be on the show tomorrow. Buckmaster is.
Are we gonna get any more cross-gen Omni announcements?
At one time, I would have said maybe. Now I'm saying maybe. What's up, Eric? How are you, brother? Did y'all check out Danger Street by King and Fornes? Been reading this week and really enjoying it. I am waiting for Is the first trade out already?
Oh,
First and second should be out, Omar.
In trade or hardcover?
In trade. They split it into two because DC likes splitting those miniseries into two.
Yeah, they did that with Human Target. Oh, I need to check them out then.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Rocky, all the films are going to be re-released on 4K Blu-ray in one big box set next month, along with Rocky 5 and Rocky Balboa. So you're probably going to get that, aren't you?
Does it have the Rocky 4 Stallone cut in it? Because I'm all over that, baby.
The past Rocky 4K box set had some audio AV errors.
That's the one I have.
We had to issue replacement discs to correct those issues. Also, the Superman Chris Reeve films 4K box set also had some AV issues.
Dang it. Here I am always talking about physical media.
Yeah, they'll be on a show
Yeah,
together.
Peter is not intimidated, and neither is Bunkmaster B. They both think they're the smartest guy in the room. Little do they know that
they do not.
they are the smartest guys in the room. But little do they know that For the Love of Comics is also going to be in part of that in that stream, and he's the smartest comic dude I know. Unfortunately, Sal can't make it. He was going to, but I completely respect. I said
It's Father's Day.
well, no, it was because him and Benny were really good friends, and
okay.
I don't know if some of you, I know some of y'all have heard. But,
actually, here this. Jack, let me show Jack's super chat. Thank you so much.
So,
and I'm going to use Captain America. This is a very heroic gift.
So yeah, comic historian was a huge voice, huge. Not just I don't want to just say comics, man. He was a huge voice in the YouTube community. He had such a big following, 10 years, and I mean, you see the love, the amount of love on social media and Twitter. Like when his wife posted that, like it was heartbreaking to lose somebody so young. He was only 40 years old, and it was an accident. But yeah, he had built a community, a huge community, and there were so many people that made videos just to say how much he meant to them as far as like bringing them into comics, right? And keeping them in comics. And I saw a lot of amazing messages. Like I was a poor kid growing up in this country. I couldn't afford comics. So his reading, these audio dramas that he would do was my way to enjoy comics. And I thought that was beautiful. I thought that was a beautiful sentiment. But yeah, Sal from Comics Pop, they would do a show together every week, and they've known each other for 10 years. So I completely I reached out to Sal because he was supposed to be on the Sunday show with us. And we had been planning something for a long time, and this happened, and I texted him and I said, hey man, I know you got a lot going on, so you do not have to be on Sunday, and we can do something together another time. So he'll be back some other time, or I may end up in his channel. But yeah, man, that was heartbreaking. I didn't get it because it happened on Sunday. So we did the Saturday live stream, and I didn't get a chance to talk about it or anything. But yeah, it sucks when you lose somebody so young that so many people, go and watch on a daily basis, or getting to watch those 10 years of making videos.
James Gunn commented, gave his condolences.
Yeah, it's sad, man.
Ryan, have fun at Heroes Con.
Enjoy it, brother. Enjoy it.
Let's see. Switching to a more lighter note, my wife asked, where's Peter? She said it's sad she knows all your names. She doesn't even read comic books.
Peter's in New Zealand.
Peter with his gorgeous hair. Huh?
That's he lures you into a state of false security so then he can throw his just bad takes on X-Men. I trust that guy. He's got beautiful hair. Oh, wait, he likes Wolverine Origins. What is this about? Oh, man, I love his opinions. They're so wonderful because they're so different than mine. So different than mine.
What do you think of Roy Thomas petitioning to get created by status for Wolverine? You think he has a case?
I've seen this come up a lot. I know people are super mad at it. I know some people don't care. I will tell you, when I got to meet Len Wein years ago, I actually had him sign. I think he signed my Uncanny one. He's one of the souls that is no longer with us. He got $0 for Wolvie, like it's because there wasn't contracts like that out there. Because we talked about like royalties. I don't even know how, because nobody was in line for him. As I just like talked to him for a long time. We talked about Swamp Thing. We talked about like Lucius Fox. He told me he would get a check for any time they would use Lucius Fox in the movies, but zero.
Ryan's gonna get Roy Thomas to sign his Wolverine comic.
Oh, good for you. Okay. Sorry, my mom just texted me. She said we got to get ice because the machine isn't working or something.
Okay. Here is a question for you, Dom.
But okay, so really quick, what I think, I'm sorry. There were a lot of creators when it came to Wolverine. Roy Thomas, of course, was the editor. You had John Romita Sr., of course, designing the costume. You had Herb Trimpe drawing the first issue, and you had Len Wein writing the first issue. I don't know, man. The thing is like Roy is the only one that's still alive from that era. And I don't know. I know a lot of people are upset. I don't know if that means like it's not like the estate or Len's wife, his widow, was getting any kind of money from Wolverine anyway. I wish they would credit all of them. I don't know about Soul Creator. That's kind of ridiculous. Oh, Luis agrees with Peter. That's awesome, Luis. Write that name down. He's dead to me.
You like Final Crisis, Fear Agent, or End League?
I like
there's
two
some
of those. I haven't read the latter.
Wolverine is overrated.
Oh my God, Bloss! Take that kid Cyclops off your avatar.
It's not even Kid Cyclops.
No, he looks like a kid to me. Why a lot of classic comics from the Golden Age era, like Captain America, Miracle Man, Human Torch, are not collected in Omnibus? With all the stories, like other classic stories from the 80s and 60s. A lot of that has to do with there's my boy. With the restoration. It takes a lot of money. If you saw my interview with the people, the Skybound folks that are putting together the G.I. Joe compendiums, they raised $2.2 million. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back. $2.2 million. And they still can't restore all the issues. It takes a lot of money to restore those issues. Unfortunately, and I know this is going to break a lot of hearts, the sales of those Golden Age Omnis just don't add up to the math that it takes to restore them. So from time to time, you'll get something. And that's why those books, like from, what are they? The 1960s books, like 1961, 62, and 63. I know some people don't like them. They're not their cup of tea. But for a lot of people, that is the only way they're going to get like Millie the Model restored, or the Patsy stories. So that is the answer. Like, it takes a lot of money to restore those issues. There is a reason why that Planet of the Apes omnibus was $100, because you saw how big it was, right? You saw how big it was, and it was $100. It takes a lot of money.
To read Punisher Omnibus 1 that released next week, do I need to read Punisher Marvel Knights Omni? It's out of print everywhere and impossible to get.
No, because it's a different universe of Punisher. There's no superheroes in this universe. Like, characters like Nick Fury appear in others, but it's not the 616 universe. It's the Max universe.
Dom, do you read manga?
I do read manga whenever my friends decide to throw me some bones to. Let's see, favorite manga series. I'm gonna have to go Vinland Saga, and the story with that is my friend got me. When he went to Japan to study there for a semester, he got me like 3 volumes of Vinland Saga in Japanese, which got me to pick up the English volumes of that series.
Gotcha. But I'll answer for Omar as well. Our favorite is Berserk, but Meisani Koku was up there for. Well, no, but you started reading Berserk in the 90s.
No, I read Berserk when it came out here in 2003.
Oh,
I watched Berserk in 98.
Oh, okay.
I had a bootleg copy of Berserk.
Like, Meisani Koku is really important to us, but yeah, Berserk's our favorite.
Wow, MP, I really wanted the G.I. Joe hardcovers from Kickstarter, but it's $550 with shipping to Canada. Well, keep in mind, you're a retailer in Canada. BD Cosmos can order a set. I don't know how much shipping for him will be, but they can also order a set there. G.I. Joe is sitting on $2.2 million. Yes, I have become obsessed with constantly checking it. I mean, despite of how people feel, it's not oversized, they're not restoring the things, who knows about the mapping. It shows you how much nostalgia there is for things like this. When I interviewed Alex, the guy that's putting it together and everything, he was like, yeah, it's really cool. It's the most successful comic book Kickstarter. And I said, because there's a lot of people that don't even read comics that are getting it, right? Like, that watch the show. They don't even know what it is. Yeah, man, it's so good. So good. I'm happy that I'm happy that there is enough love of comics for things like that. So whenever people are like, oh man, comics are a dead medium, nobody cares about this old stuff. That kind of stuff just puts a smile on my face. That's awesome. Lone Wolf and Cub, my 2 sons said, wait until you read Berserk. Lone Wolf and Cub is amazing. I love that book. I love Akira. And Vinland Saga is good to kind of go back to what Dom is saying. I love that story.
Didn't I start it?
I don't know if you did. What Marvel and DC characters? What writer who has not written that character would you love to see write the character? Oh, good question. Dom of X, what do you got?
Hey man, I would love Kelly Thompson to take over. See, it's because I like Stargirl. I guess she's my number one DC character for today. I'd like her to do some JSA work for Marvel. You know what? I was kind of disappointed that Kelly Thompson wasn't the new Daredevil writer. I low-key wanted her to do something with Elektra after Zdarsky was finished. But I guess because she went over to DC to do Birds of Prey, now she's only doing Jeff the Landshark comics for their Unlimited titles on Marvel Unlimited. That was kind of disappointing, but I think that would be my answer for that.
That's a good answer. I don't have an answer.
Yeah. Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird on Daredevil.
Oh wait, yes I do.
Alan Moore on Squirrel Girl.
Daniel Warren Johnson on Spider-Man. Ooh, that would be fun.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, and if I get to pick the artist too. Wow.
Oh.
Jorge Jimenez on Daredevil with Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird writing the story.
Has Dan Moore ever drawn Spider-Man? Oh, he would draw a handsome Peter. Dan Moore on Spider-Man. Daniel Warren Johnson writing it. Let's go.
Where are we going?
Such an epic 6-issue miniseries.
Yes, it would.
J.J. Abrams' co-writing it with
Claremont on Abrams getting strays.
Hickman on Legion. Oh, didn't he pitch it? Wasn't that the idea for House and Powers of X? Wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the pitch he gave with Brian Hitch back in 2017 that I guess just sort of devolved its way back to Marvel.
G.I. Joe is my first Kickstarter purchase. Really hoping I don't regret my decision.
The Conviction arc, creepy.
I love it, man.
Creepy.
That's the book I had to put down during the flight to Japan the first time. I was like, okay, if the plane goes down in fire and I die, I don't want to explain to God or whatever deity you believe in what I was reading before I died was this horrible like demon orgy thing in the cave. I'm like, I'm not explaining that. I'm just gonna put that book down and read it. Dang it, there was something else somebody just
Craig,
said.
Congratulations.
Oh, what do you say?
While you're thinking. Halfway through the year, and I'm halfway to my weight loss goal. It's been fun, hell, more fun, and more hell. Can't stop now. Does the word hell get you? I don't know. I said it. It's okay. Craig, congratulations. That's awesome. And since we were speaking
Canda.
of Berserk, how's Berserk impacted your expectations from the manga world?
Well, it wasn't my first manga. It was far from my first manga.
Yeah, I don't really compare, honestly, manga to each other.
It's kind
of separate in my head.
Yeah, it's kind of like comics, like in the Western world, right? I don't compare X-Men to Batman. Maybe I sort of do. It did set the level, like it set the bar high for a lot of books, though. Like that level of maturity and just, oh my gosh, the amazing artwork in it.
Yeah. I just started reading comics for the first time ever.
Hey!
Yay! Started with The Amazing Spider-Man Volume 1. My
Whoa.
Marvel Masterworks. Love
Oh.
your Batman Order to Read series, by the way. We'll be getting into that next. Oh,
That's awesome.
fun.
And there is DC's Finest coming out. Might be a
Yay.
better way for you to collect those books. I started watching Vinland Saga anime after watching your channel. Oh, thank you.
Jen McKay on Spider-Man. Oh, that's a good pick.
Dan Close on Human Target. How are you, Dana?
What's your opinion on the John Byrne Iron Man run? Armor Wars 2.
I wish it was longer. I actually like Armor Wars 2. Garth Ennis on Miss Marvel. I said Alan Moore on Squirrel Girl because he's gonna
Yes.
like everything I hate about Squirrel Girl. Like he's gonna make me rethink my life. It's gonna be like, man,
John Travolta.
what are you?
Oh, that would be good. Hickman on Superman. How are you, Sasmer?
So I need to read something before Justice League International. I really want Booster Gold, but out of print. No, you can jump right into that's the point of Justice League International. It is a relaunch of the Justice League after the Crisis on Infinite Earths.
After the crisis that killed everything.
Keanu Reeves on Spell.
But Keanu Reeves did help write a comic.
Berserker.
I think BD Cosmos is taking special orders for the G.I. Joe Kickstarter. There's a $100 deposit for $400 plus tax order with free shipping if you make this order by June 26th.
There you go. Tell them your Making Dish sent you their way. I can't remember. $25 gift card.
The first manga I ever read was Masonic Koku, I think, and that's why it's special because Omar lent it to me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it.
I don't think I read.
You never read manga before that? For me, it was the single issue era. So back in my day, boys and girls, manga would come out in single issues because America wasn't ready for that big wave of manga. So we would get them in single issues. There was Eclipse Comics that was releasing those. Dark Horse started doing Oh My Goddess. But I want to say it was either Area 88. No, Akira. Akira was my first manga. Because
Akira had a big impact with those three manga also in the 80s.
Yeah, Akira, final answer. The 80s Akira, which I now have a complete set of.
Dana's saying doing well.
Epic. Good, Dana. That book is gorgeous, by the way. I want so much an omnibus of that Dan Mora art. Oh, he's good. Yeah, but this stuff right here, the Color Akira from Epic Comics Marvel. Garth Ennis and Steve Dillon. Steve Dillon.
Savage Sword. Mark Wade on out.
What the heck?
Ron V on Dazzler.
That
should somehow make her spooky. Jeff Johns on Spider-Man. Oh, that's good.
Jeff Johns on X-Men. I know he did that Ultimate X-Men issue, but that don't count.
He did half an issue, or did the half issue.
But yep, that was it. I'm a big fan of Appleseed. I also love Orion, and I mean, Black Magic is the other one of my favorites. But yes, the basic answer, the normal answer is Ghost in the Shell. But I actually like Appleseed more than Ghost in the Shell. Sergio Aragon is on Commandi.
We watched Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure a couple weeks ago, and Alicia liked it. She laughed.
Dude, it's awesome. I love, but
Thank
don't
you
hear
for the
enough
super
talk
chat.
about Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen by Matt Fraction. What are some books you like but never hear anyone mention? Thank you for that, Kevin.
I feel like
I actually dug that book too. My buddy Jess, Omnidog's the one that got me on that book. I do hidden gems every month for this reason. And I do some DC, Melanie and Tina.
Tina, Amanda contributed
to help me.
And you know what? But I will say, because I just got my copy, my favorite thing is Monsters. I was wanting to use it as a hidden gem, but I was like, it won Eisner Awards. I'm like, well, technically it's not hidden, is it?
Yeah, but not all,
people don't know about it, and it's so good. And I was like, should I take this to Japan to read? But I need something that's more compact. I mean, it's thick. It's a thick boy. Have you read My Favorite Thing is Monsters, Dom?
I haven't.
Oh,
but I know what you're talking about.
Volumes out. Oh, I'm gonna go get it right now.
Okay. What?
The first volume. The second one's upstairs.
Okay.
To answer your question, though, Kevin, well, twofold. I think the one would be Checkmate by Greg Rucka and Jesus Saez. No one talks about it enough, even though it is a Greg Rucka book. I'm actually genuinely surprised, too. Especially, too, with, like, Amanda Waller, like, coming back up on the forefront of one of DC's bigger, like, players now. I find that insane that no one talks about one of that as being one of Rucka's books ever. And I think the story with Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen was that Bendis pitched the idea to Matt Fraction, and Bendis eventually ended up saying later, if everyone ends up hating my Superman run, I'll at least have this book to be on where I'm like, I got Matt Fraction to write Jimmy Olsen. So that's the story behind that.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Dom. No, we haven't.
There is a lot of... Wait, I've seen Bogus Journey. Oh, with the girls.
Yeah, we didn't.
No, not yet. My goodness, there's a lot. I love Blackwood from Dark Horse. No one talks about that book. But Nocturnals, I mean, that's why I do Hidden Gems. And I don't think there's a problem with adding a book like My Favorite Things is Monsters in there. Because, just from
it looks like notebook paper.
Yeah, just from the... the views that my channel gets, the most popular ones are always Spider-Man, X-Men, and Batman. And I get it. But there's such an array of just different stories out there that I love introducing people to. So my hope is always like, okay, maybe somebody that comes to my channel looking for an X-Men reading order will watch one of my hidden gems and go, that looks interesting. I'll check out Lake of Fire, which is brilliant. Lake of Fire, final answer from Image Comics. One and Done. It's a trade paperback. I love that book. It's one of my favorite Image titles. No one talks about Lake of Fire.
She's trying to figure out a mystery of how actually the person on the cover died. This book is so awesome and deep. I've never I've wanted to do a video on it, but I feel like it would take a lot of work. Like I want to do it justice, and it kind of intimidates me. I'm like, I don't know if I could do a good enough job of this. So maybe this summer, like after Japan, especially with the second volume coming out, maybe I'll do some kind of like overview or something. But yeah, there you go. There's a little taste.
What is the easy way to buy Dragon Ball Z manga box and first 3 Naruto manga for less money? Go to cheapgraphicnovels.com. But if you live in Europe in the EU, you can go and check out Walt's Comic Shop where they sell manga like that and big books from Marvel and DC. And they have the cheapest pre-order prices in the EU. Flat shipping rate of 12 euros for all EU countries. All emails answered within 24 hours. And if you tell them near mint condition sent you their way, you get free shipping for all EU countries with your first order of over 40 euros or more. And every month they have a book of the month or books of the month. Right now it's Woods, the Deluxe Edition, Slipcase Edition by James Tynion for 81 euros and 99 cents. Savage Dragon Vault Edition, Volume 1, 99 euros. Batman Bruce Wayne Murderer Turned Fugitive. And that omnibus is 81 euros and 99 cents. And Secret Wars by Jonathan Hickman. And that is 69 euros and 99 cents, both covers. And that's Walt's Comic Shop.
The Craig Jingle is not.
Go for it.
Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for omnis and premium collected editions in Europe.
And I think with that, because Omar did say that this was a solicited time, I will be heading out. But thank you two, for letting me co-host this Saturday, and I hope to see you all.
Thank you.
Dom, when will you be hosting, not co-hosting, the Saturday live stream?
I will be hosting the near mint condition Saturday Chat-a-trono with Taylor Talks Comics and who knows, some other people on the 6th of July. So you will see me then. All
right. Thank you so much, Dom, for being here, buddy.
Bye, Dom. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Squirtle.
Bye, Squirtle.
At least Bendis did one Superman thing right then. I will check out that book, Melanie.
And I see John has a super chat, but just really quick. James saying, I was the biggest fan of My Favorite Thing is Monsters. I did enjoy the artwork. Sorry, Melanie. Oh, it's okay. It's totally
Wait a minute. What? What do you mean you didn't like it? James didn't like Furiosa. James didn't.
That's not even what it's called.
Yeah, it is.
Furiosa.
That's what I said.
You said Furiosa.
I said Furiosa. Oh, God bless you.
You're going to send a future hidden gem of New Spooky Channel? Should we be
Is it trouble?
afraid?
I swear to God, if it's trouble.
All right. So, John, thank you for the super chat.
What the heck is wrong with you?
Top 5 Iron Man villains. Newt. Oh, wait. I'm using the wrong kit. Newt to the MF and Newt. There you go. Look how cute he is. He's adorable.
Mandarin. Oh, this is going to be such a... I'm so basic.
It's okay.
Ironmonger. Madam Mask. Ezekiel Stain. And alcohol.
That's actually...
Bing Fang Foom.
Good answer. Oh, yeah, the mail. It's mail time.
Oh, yeah, we do have mail.
Here's the mail. It never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail when it comes. I want to yell. Mail. I think that's how it goes.
What's that from?
Blue's Clues. Blue's Clues.
You watched Blue's Clues?
When I would visit my neighbor when I was in middle school. Was that middle school? But she had little boys. They watch it. I remember in my freshman year in college, there was this male student who would come to our, like, the what's it called? The just open area, the hangout area. There's a name for it. And watch Blue's Clues every day at noon. And I was like, I guess maybe he was embarrassed, like, to watch it in his own room.
Iron Man's.
There we go.
Who's this from?
Is
there a note?
Well, let's see. It's from Amazon Fulfillment.
There's no note?
Don't put bags
So
in
this
coconut,
is
kids.
Joe Kubert, bags from Sarajevo. Let me see if there's there's not a note in here. And then Scurry by Max Smith. I remember when Max Smith, I did a Kickstarter video because I really like this stuff.
Yeah.
And he sent me, he was like, thank you so much for bringing so much traffic to my Kickstarter. And he sent me a set and I gave it, we did a giveaway and I ended up giving those away.
Yes, the commentary. Thank you.
So if you haven't read Scurry,
thank you to whoever sent it.
I'll have to check my messages to see if somebody said, hey, I'm going to send you this
Mystery package.
Thank you so much. It came from Amazon. It didn't have a name or anything. So thank you to whoever sent this. Yeah, if you like Redwall, Mouse Guard, this is awesome, man. I love this stuff. And this looks cool. This is from Dark Horse.
Logan, I will think of an answer. Let me come back to you. I started.
Like classic Joe Kubert art, buddy. Steve from Blue's Clues
Thank you for the super chat.
played the comic shop owner in Young Sheldon.
Oh.
I believe Bruce. I don't question him anymore because he was right about something he told Amanda and I. Like, what? He's like, I told you guys 2 months ago. Nobody believed me.
This is from House of Blood.
House of Blood. Oh, I think you might need a box cutter, baby.
Now I got Blue's Clues stuck in my head. Use our minds to take a step at a time. We can do anything that we want to do.
Question for Melanie. I love reading, but find it difficult to focus. Settle. Did you answer this one?
I'm thinking of an answer.
Oh, okay. Big hi from Big Stu in Orlando.
Okay, one thing that did pop into my head is, let's say I'm reading Lord of the Rings, and honestly, I'm just reading like sometimes a couple pages a night. It's just whatever I feel like it, because I'm not rushing. I'm not, I'm just doing it for myself, so it's okay. I'm taking my time through that. So maybe having the idea that it's okay if you just read a couple of pages. I mean, unless you're doing it like for an assignment and you have like a deadline, perhaps like taking pressure off of you. And I'll think of more. Go ahead.
Okay.
MP, thanks for joining the Patreon. And hey, Larry's Library.
Okay. Thank you, MP. And Larry, what's up, buddy? Larry, do you want to join us tomorrow? I forgot to ask you. Your name is Larry's Library, but I think you're doing something with Jess. Anyway, Big Stu in Orlando. How many announcements this week? Maybe one, maybe two.
There's a sheriff's badge, y'all.
Did it say who this is from?
It said the. Here, let me get the letter.
There is a note in here.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that is a written note. This is Zach. This guy is awesome. I love his anthology of horror book. I bet I know what this is.
I'm getting
The Skizzers?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it's got something right here. I've got to say, it's still one of my most surreal things to have happened in my life, to have been watching your Hidden Gems episode. Hey, Hidden Gems! And to see House of Blood appear on it. I wanted to share my next project with you, The Spellslinger. Check it out. Keep up the awesome work you do by spreading the love of comics on YouTube. Oh, dude, thank you so much. Yeah, I remember House of Blood was awesome. I love horror anthologies. And he said this was coming out in a trade paperback, The Spellslinger. And this is a magical spaghetti western.
Oh,
so a little bit of a twist with a spaghetti western. Yeah, big fan of his stuff, man. Who's the artist on this? Oh, he signed it. Thank you, Zach. I don't know if you're watching right now, brother, but thank you so much. Ben Turdick is the artist. Adam Jackson's the editor, and Anita Okoye is the copy editor. Ooh, looks creepy.
Thanks, Mike, for telling Omar happy early Father's Day, and to all the dads out there.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. To you too.
And Larry's Library said what?
It's the top 10 books every public library should have. But I think you and Jess are doing something tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. That's why I didn't ask you, or maybe can't remember. Somebody told me, maybe it was Kristen. But don't worry, I'll invite you to an evergreen chat one day.
And also, people in the chat, if you have any advice for Logan, please, type it out. Max, what's your spaghetti policy?
What's up, Max? How are you?
He commented earlier that it's funny how we find out things about each other
through the live stream. Yeah.
your spaghetti policy?
Wear a sheriff's badge like a grown adult.
Yay!
From
We got
Spaghetti
one more
Western,
package.
you referred at Bud Spencer Movies or Django from 1966. I actually like Django from 66. The actor actually made a cameo in the new Django movie.
Thank you, William Lee. I purchased a remark
Oh, that's
drawing
awesome.
from Patrick Gleason yesterday because I had to display it.
I'm a sheriff.
Filibuster. Wait, don't you mean intervention? Intervention?
Maybe. Happy Father's Day to all and have a great weekend. You too, William. My name is Nobody is a fun, cheesy Western.
Good afternoon, Omar. If you have to choose between Justice League Dark, Rebirth Omni, Secret Six Omni, Flash Williamson Omni, which would you pick?
I would. Oh, gosh. Oh, you.
Oh, whoa, that was,
Okay. Well, I mean, okay.
that was escalated quickly.
Secret Six. Secret
Ooh.
Six. By the way, I haven't announced the winner, and I'm so sorry. The winner of ROM 2 is DBC All Star.
Yes!
I've already
Yes!
contacted him, and I think he was in the chat earlier.
Yeah,
Thing.
so he wrote a letter.
So that is, I love, I love just when people win, regardless of who it is. But God bless America, Bruce.
No, here, finish about DBC All Star.
What am I gonna do with this? Okay. What the heck was I saying? I'm sorry. Congratulations.
Glad that
I always love, I like when anybody wins. It doesn't matter. But I love when it's like somebody's name I recognize. DBC All-Star has been watching my channel for 4 or 5 years, and has been an amazing part of this community. He's part of our Discord. He's such a good guy. Never won anything. And he finally won something. So that's really cool. He's such a good person. So it makes me extra happy when I recognize the name.
in the eyes of the law. It was a different episode.
Oh, filibuster.
Yay!
So
yeah,
congratulations to my buddy DBC All-Star. He's such a good guy.
And it's the last Sunday of the month. His language is.
Oh, then join us, Larry. You want to join us? Join me. Your name is Larry's Library. God bless you, Bruce. They're DVDs.
One,
What are you doing with this junk?
3,
Who has a DVD player?
4, 5, 6. That's upside down. 7, 8, 9,
Why?
10.
What did I
11,
do to you? I hate this
12,
movie.
And I was wondering if it's the same amount as Trouble. 13.
13.
13 copies.
I hope these were comp copies, Bruce. I don't own this. But guess what you're also getting in the mail, DBZ All-Star?
That's really cheaply made. Is it because it's a DVD and they figured nobody would buy it? Like,
Rated PG-13.
it was.
Dude, not even Sydney Sweeney could save this movie.
Special features, Future Vision, casting the web. Oh my gosh, thank you.
I know it was Bruce. There's no way it was not Bruce.
Gold mine. Mason said, why?
That's what I said.
Why?
Bruce, how
DVDs
much-
work on the PlayStation.
No PlayStation should have this.
Giveaway time.
Yeah, this is going to be part of the giveaway. Dude.
The only 13 copies sold in the world.
Oh my God.
Do we have a DVD player? Surely.
Well, I
we
mean,
do.
the 4K player or the
But
blue.
like,
I know you did this, man. There's no way somebody would send me 13 copies of Madam Web. Maybe Dakota Johnson sent me 13 when she saw mine and Amanda's review. James, what did we give? What did Amanda and I give Madam Web? I think she liked it a little more than I did.
this Madam, but I say Madame Web.
Well, that's
Maybe
because you're
like 20 bucks
classy.
now,
You're
but the 20
classy.
cents in it.
I am saying Madam Web. But why though?
Okay, 4K plays it.
Because it's like Mount Rushmore. Because it was there. That's why. Not Mount Rushmore.
Larry's in.
What was the mountain? Not the mountain the guy climbed. The Everest. Mount Rushmore. Thank
Larry's
you.
in. Send him the premise in the world.
I'll send it to you, buddy. I'll send it to you.
And- Hey, Bar. You got
I
Brutal
did.
Deluxe
I
Edition?
did. I did an overview of it, and I gave you a shout out twice for introducing me to that awesome series.
Oh yeah,
Seriously.
we should totally give some to Amanda. She's coming over today.
Coming over today. I'm gonna surprise her. What's worse, Madam Web? I can't even say that name. Morbius or Bloodshot? I'm gonna go with Madam Web. Like for real, Madam Web. worse than
Never saw 'em.
Morbius. Worse than.
It took a long time for me to get bored though.
Yeah, you genuinely
comparatively,
liked
so
it.
that's a plus. No, I didn't genuinely like it. I was invested for longer than I thought I was going to.
Opening box from Bruce is like opening your Christmas stocking. Never know what you're. Like, sometimes I'm genuinely excited, and then sometimes it's like, oh God, what did he send me? When I see the top 2 things are Madam Web. Oh, my buddy Eric actually bought a copy of the 4K of Madam Web. He might be the only one. He said, "I don't think so, man."
Thank you for the super chat, Jack.
Yeah, thank you for that, Sid. I don't have a Sydney Sweeney gift. I'll get Amanda on that though.
People unsubscribing in case you send them a copy.
Oh, BBC All-Star ain't got a choice. He's getting a copy of the DVD. His wife's gonna be like, "Why?" Or his lady.
Yep, we're gonna have a Trouble and Madame Web giveaway. Oh man, that was funny.
When I saw your face and I looked in the box, I'm like, oh no, what did Bruce send me? Yeah, you win, buddy. Oh, Christmas stocking though. What movie?
Howard the Duck. I like Howard the Duck.
Yeah, I like Howard the Duck.
I really like Howard the Duck.
Howard the
Duck. Okay, so I will join. Elon's going to join the Discord when DeFi Island is chosen. Do we have a deal?
Is it worth it?
Maybe in the future for a book club, perhaps it would. I don't know. I don't know how people would feel about. Speaking of which, Thursday, we are meeting to discuss Transformers by Daniel Warren Johnson.
Who's we?
Via Zoom. If you are a member of our Patreon at the $7.77 level tier, it is this Thursday, the 20th at 7 p.m. That's Eastern time. We'll talk about Transformers, and it's so much fun. So looking forward to that.
So please don't send me Marvel. Don't give Bruce ideas. I think he already tried to find some, and he got me the Transformers looking cover of Marvel. I bet you will hit 100K by end of the month. Oh, thank you, Graham. I think we'll hit it sometime this summer for sure. Then we'll have a big celebration. At least it's not 20 copies of Son of the... Okay, don't give Bruce ideas, please.
Put these away.
Somebody said people still watch DVDs. Yeah, it's physical media, baby. Physical media.
Oh, thanks, James, for putting a link in there.
NMC Patreon. Thank you so much. Had DC said anything about the reprint of Most Wanted post? All I know is they read it. That's it. I'll reach out this week. I got to reach out to Katie again to see if there's any update. By the way, have you even opened the other stuff I sent you or just too busy? Oh, the receivers. I have not. I've been busy, Bruce.
Thank you for the super chat.
But thank you, buddy. Seriously. I really appreciate it. But between my dad's health, me trying to plan for our trip to Japan
and Lydia's quinceañera,
my daughter's big birthday today, and getting ready for this trip and doing this, it's been a lot. I haven't gotten much sleep, and I haven't even worked on my room back there in over a month just because I haven't had time, because things. I think people that watch my channel probably know that my family always comes first. Like, that's why I didn't do like an overview of trade paperbacks, because I was with my dad at the hospital when he was having a procedure that was supposed to be easy. It became a high risk procedure because of his heart. So it's just one of those things, How he's doing okay. We went to the doctor yesterday and didn't get the best news, and and on top of that, one of my best friends that I've known since the 3rd grade, he was texting me and saying that he is in for his liver transplant, and they were going to go. He was in pre-op when I think I got 4 hours of sleep last night. I try. But because we talked last night, and then this morning he was ready for pre-op, and then they canceled the surgery because I don't know what happened to the liver. So all these things are just, it sucks, right? You can't, and things happen. Life happens, right? But there's still videos to be made and things to be happy about in life. And
thank you guys for your prayers and wishes. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you all. Thank you all. Seriously.
And Chris, how are you doing?
How are you, brother?
Books. I'm going to send you guys a box of stuff for your next giveaway.
Thank you. Yeah, we should be getting ready for that sometime in the summer, end of summer.
So Japan trip's in a couple of weeks, and we are going to Universal.
Yep.
In Japan.
Trying to make it to Mario World. It's I can tell you it's less than 2 weeks because I am on stress out time because I'm like, oh, I gotta film this, I gotta make sure this is there. Where are these books? Where I had to email David and be like, I didn't get this and this. Are these things coming out in July? So he's looking into it. Thank you so much, brother.
He's saying the quickest way is to quickest path to 100K, selling us with the Omnis you haven't announced yet.
No dice. I think there's one announcement this week for sure. And then I gotta.
Oh, did you tell the schedule? I can't remember if you were telling while I was opening stuff and asked about.
Yeah, let me double
sure
check.
Stu has asked about the schedule.
He did. I actually have it written down on my phone. Tomorrow's Spider-Man by Melanie, Omnibus Volume 1 and Bagley, and then the Grimm hardcover. I'm sorry. Sunday is the Dawn of DC trades with the library edition. The top 10 books that belong in every library, public library. And then Monday, that's the Amazing Spider-Man by Melanie and Bagley, and then Grimm. Tuesday is the Marvel trades, Old Reader, New Reader, Nightfall. Amanda and I will be joining for that. Wednesday is Wolverine and X-Force Volume 3 and Reels Talk. Thursday should be the Marvel October solicitations. Friday is the last week of June reminder, as well as the Gargoyles hardcover. Saturday's live stream. Sunday is that there will be an announcement one of those days. I'm sorry. I thought I had it written down, but it's coming.
Where's the Grimm Deluxe?
It's right there, baby. You see it says
I'll
boom?
go get it.
Oh.
And
yeah, of course.
We've got
that video will be out Monday, by the way.
Super chat.
For some good news, just found out that Epic Universe opens January 2025. Cannot wait for Super Nintendo. Oh, in Florida, right? Yeah. That's awesome.
Thank you for the super chat.
Maybe we should take the kids down to Universal and Disney next year.
Thank you, Jack, for the super chat.
Which movie's worse, Madam Web or Birth of a Nation, the silent film from 1915? Well, at least Madam Web has Sydney Sweeney, so I'm going to go with Birth of a Nation, which is a silent flick. I remember having to watch that in film studies class, and it wasn't even a finished copy of it.
Never watched it, dude. I did a mime act in 4th grade talent show.
Wolverine.
What's up? Let's go.
It's Wolverine and X-Force oversized hardcover. Logan. It's both of those. I think that's what it. Yeah. It's both of the hardcovers.
So shiny.
Maybe there was something else that was supposed to come. I'm so sorry. I'm so out of it. What on earth is what on earth is wrong with Birth of a Nation? It's the silent film, so people can't stand silent films and black and white films, and it's old. I found my old promotional X-Men comic that came with a PC game, and it's drawn by a young Mark Bagley.
Oh,
this is a great story.
I really know nothing about this.
So it's about a young girl named Jessica. What is her last name? Harrow, and she ends up becoming a Reaper, and
so like
she's
Bleach.
Not the only Reaper.
That's why they call it Bleach.
No one's gonna get that joke.
Yes, they will.
No one is gonna get that joke. There's other Reapers, but then what happened to Death? And then she, in the first issue, the living can see her, and she wants to know why. So she doesn't remember. And all the Reapers remember how they died. She doesn't. It's good.
How much was it?
Slipcase is $70. Yeah, $79.99. The hardcover is $59.99.
And it's rated teen 13 plus from Boom Studios. So awesome you guys are doing the library thing. These books deserve to be enjoyed by all.
Thank you. Let me tell you, it's not going to be easy because we're all coming in with different takes and choosing 10 of them. But I did say whenever I showed my 10, regardless of what my friends pick, I'm still going to also donate the Understanding Comics because I 100% think that should be in every library. And if there's a librarian that needs to teach a course on comics, I think it's a great source material.
Oh, is my mama here?
No.
No, it's a okay.
Go see what UPS dropped, baby, because it might be that thing that David sent.
Oh, okay.
Thank
Here,
you, baby.
answer my goal.
What are some what if titles you would like to see done? I've always liked the idea of Peter Parker taking over as Captain America. Oh, you mean that like some that haven't been made? Well, now we've got like this whole era of X-Men. So Krakoa. What if Apocalypse had remained a villain? What if there was only 9 of swords instead of X of swords? Let's see. I really like the what if era of the 90s because they all ended bad. They all ended rough. What if Frank Castle had remained an angel? Yeah, I'd like to see something goofy too, though. I mean, just about all the great ideas have been done, though. With like, what if Rick Jones became the Incredible Hulk? And then of course some of the titles are spoilers because what if so and so had lived? Good afternoon, Omar. One thing I really, really love about you is your responsibility as a father and a son. You're as a father of the year, Mom. Oh, thank you so much for the kind words. My mom and dad sacrificed so much for me, so I think a lot of us. It's just to me, it's just a thing you do, right? That is my father. I have to take care of him. He did his duty, taking care of me all those years. Sacrificed so much for my family and I, my mom, my brother. So I don't mind at all. Yeah, it's a little much when he has like doctor's appointments left and right, but there's so many people that have lost their dads that can't celebrate Father's Day this Sunday, including my wonderful wife. So I'm very happy to still have him at my age. Is that? Did it? Okay, let's open it up together. Or you can open it up, my love.
I had to also bring like 6 other boxes.
How many actual Dark Horse libraries will be voted on the actual library? What's this? I'm donating it. The books. I'm like, oh man, please nobody come in with an expensive out of print books. I gotta find it and donate it. Thank you so much. Yes, I saw the news of Shade the Changing Man, which was in our poll that I shared with DC that they looked at. Doesn't mean that they have to choose. They probably had this plan a long time ago. There's a listing on PRH of one of my top 10 Omni picks. Same, brother. I'm a big fan of Shade the Changing Man, and now people are going to see the beauty of it and how crazy it is. Peter Milligan, Chris Baccello in those first few issues. Baccello, sorry. Almost forgot. Viva Peru, carajo. Never forget, my friend. Never forget. Totally agree with understanding comics. Amazing books. Reinventing comics was good too, but nowhere near the genius that is understanding. Absolutely agree with it. There's another super chat from Bruce, I think. Just want to make sure we don't miss it.
Needs a gift.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jack needs a gift.
Jack, this is your gift.
By the way, I'm going to keep this going for a couple more minutes after this afternoon or after 1 p.m. because we started a little bit late.
And did you get Craig's?
No, not yet.
Go ahead and read it, please.
Will you be in Japan when DP and Wolverine is out? DP is Deadpool, by the way. No, we will be back. So Amanda and I will be reviewing that. You guys can stay here instead of Melanie going to the park. She can plant herself in the zero gravity massage chairs. And you're so sweet, Bruce. Thank you so much. Now, we got a package here. This is a cool package, a very, very cool package I've been waiting for. David texted me saying, hey, I need you to do me a favor. And I said, what's the favor? And he's like, I want you to read and review this. So he sent me early copies of Uncle Scrooge. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So it's Uncle Scrooge and the Infinity Dime. I've been wanting to read this. Oh, I can't wait to read this. Oh my gosh.
No, but that's
because he sent me some variant covers.
Back. Oh wow.
Look at that, man. I cannot wait for this
book. Wow.
Look at that. He's
gosh. Okay, wait. Do we
Oh, the Scotty Young cover. There's so many covers. So many covers.
Oh my gosh.
Did Peach Momoko do a cover? Yeah, of course she did. Yeah, this I cannot wait for this book. He knew how excited I was. And he texted me. He's like, I need you to do me a favor. And I'm like, are you kidding me? When he told me what he was gonna send my way.
Oh my gosh, these are amazing.
So of course, oh my god, I've been waiting for this. And when I had Jason Aaron on the show, and he told me that he was going to talk. He talked to Don Rosa, and Don Rosa was like, "Hey, yeah, you seem to." Oh, and he sent me the Godzilla books.
Godzilla.
Yeah, this. By the way, I didn't know this. I don't know if you all knew this, but Marvel just printed Christmas on Bear Mountain, which is the first appearance of Scrooge McDuck.
How long is this going to be?
How long is what going to be?
Is it just a one shot?
It's a one shot, but they're also doing What If Donald Duck Had Become Thor? Yeah, that's already back there. And they're doing What If Donald Duck Became Wolverine? So those are next. It's just really cool that they're reprinting this because Marvel has never printed this book. He knows I'm a reader. He didn't have to. He didn't have to join. Wow, look at this art, man! This is cool. Look at that spread. Who knows when this will be collected?
I really appreciate all the covers.
Francesco Di Polito is the artist. Alessandro Pastravicchio. Maybe he just wants me to say those people's names. Paolo Motura. So they're split up into different chapters. And there is an introduction here from Jason Aaron why I love this book. This duck. Scrooge McDuck. Oh, man. Yes. All day. Every day. Yes. Wonder if Don Rosa's going to read it. So Carl Barks didn't write it. I'm not reading it.
Ben said that Rocky 3 is the best one.
Eye the Tiger. It's
and
good
he's
one.
wearing a tank top.
Is that a chromium? There is a facsimile chromium Godzilla cover. So I'll be doing a advanced overview of that. This is the facsimile edition. Disney did Darkwing Duck comics in the 90s. Oh, that's right. They did. They did. But have they ever done they've never reprinted old Disney comics though. That's really cool. My Fantastic Four by Wade Ringo Omni just arrived yesterday. Cannot wait to unwrap this. Never read this run before. I got the red DM cover with the team running towards you. I hope you enjoy it because I love that Fantastic Four book. I love it.
They're tougher than the toughies and smarter than the smarties.
No matter how hard life gets, Omar, remember that you'll always be a better father than Cyclops. That should be a card. Omar doing the Scottish accent badly. I never said I was good at it.
These covers. Here you go. But is Watchmen okay for my brother? It's 13 and a half.
I would talk to your mom and dad first and have them skim through it.
However, Uncle Scrooge is all ages.
But I read it when I was 11 or 12, so there is that. Omar, when will the Godzilla Galactus be collected in a 20-page OHC? I don't know. 90s gimmick covers are alive. Yeah, we need some die cut covers. I really like this cover, man. That's cool. Look out. Elegant. Scrooge.
I like how the Infinity Dime, it's like there are coins for the eyes. It's stacks of coins.
Do you read any of the Simpsons comics anymore? I'm not sure if you. I love the show. My daughter and I, my youngest and I, bond over the show, and we love the Bongo comics. I don't know if you knew this or not, but there are Omni editions. They're beautiful, beautiful of the Treehouse of Horror era. Abrams Books are printing those. Oh, what? Wait, is this a? That's a chromium cover. Wow, that's beautiful. Yeah, this is this is the book I've been excited for the most. That's the Frank Miller one. People were like, "Oh, it's not as good as he used to be," and people get older. I'm not the same as I used to be either. Who would win in a fight? You can answer two: John Rambo or John Wick. John Rambo. No, Wick will probably be the answer. Brother, how are you, Aaron? Happy Father's Day. Thank you so much for the super chat, my brother. Happy Father's Day from one dad to another. Cannot wait for any upcoming Spider-Man announcements. Thank you. There are going to be some. There are going to be some Spidey in Omni, and I haven't gotten the list of epics yet, but I'm sure Spidey always makes the epic announcements. Yeah. Who is John Rambo? How old is Bar? Just when I didn't think I was old, Bar always reminds me that I'm really old. 90s covers are back. They never left.
Oh, there is an empty shelf. Oh, because Star Wars was there.
Yeah,
earlier.
we need to put Scrooge up there. We need to frame that chromium, man. That's a beautiful cover. Which is the first comic story who introduced the immortal alien leaders of the Green Lantern Corps? Are you talking about the Guardian? Like the 9 Guardians? Oh my gosh. When was the introduction of the 9 Guardians? I want to say that was in the Bronze Age era, if I'm not mistaken. You know, a funny... I don't know if I had it. I don't say I did, but I do remember when David texted me and he said, this was a couple of years ago. He's like, your stupid video just made me buy that Uncle Scrooge. It was the complete life and times of Scrooge McDuck. Whenever I made that video, and he was like, I just bought it. I have no idea what these Duck comics are, but that is a pretty book.
Three favorite ones.
You like the Peach Momoko and Scotty Young one, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Who's this artist? John Romita Jr.
Yep.
Can I see that?
I like how it's a...
Doesn't even look like his art. Look at that. That's John Romita Jr. Man, these are beautiful.
Tell with, like the line work.
Did y'all hear that? You can tell with the line. I'm proud of you.
See across there.
Scott Hanna inking it. That's really cool. Those were the ones I was referring to. Yes.
There is a super chat from Duck.
Oh, Duck. Coming next week, Absolute Superman. Yes, the Jeff Johns era. Gus is so happy. That is Gus. Yeah, is it next?
Thank you for the super chat.
I thought it was it's the following week, isn't it? Isn't it the following week? That's the one that Dom is going to review for the channel because I will be out of the country. Yeah, for the Spidey announcements and also Wolverine. What Wolverine announcement are you referring to? I don't know what you're talking about.
What's the Happy Father's Day?
Thank you,
In
William.
your opinion, where is the best part to start modern era Thor?
Jason Aaron or JMS? J. Michael Straczynski. You can't go wrong with either one of those two. They're both solid.
What are your top 5 father comics?
Didn't I do a video? I think I did a video,
maybe,
right?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, man. It's hard. I don't want to get teary-eyed. But there are my favorite father comics, like moments, are the ones that do pull it at my heartstrings. And excuse me, because my dad is sick. Like I'm just gonna be easily to break. But I really love God Country. I think God Country is a beautiful story about a father and son and what it means to love that love that your child can't see, like that you wish your child could see. Oh my God, it's just beautifully done.
Not invincible.
I really love Prodigal. I think Prodigal is a perfect example of the relationship that Dick Grayson and Bruce have, because some people do. You do have stepfathers. Some people grow. I have a lot of my friends that have stepfathers that I think I've shared this before. Like one of my friends grew up with a stepfather. His own father left him and started another family. So those fathers stepped in. They stepped up, man.
You did make one. You made 10 best father stories of graphic novels in 2021.
Thank you. I did that. I think I did that with my girls too. Wolverine, anytime Wolverine is with one of these kids and taking care of them, whether it's Kitty Pryde or Jubilee or Armor. So probably Wolverine and the X-Men. Peter Tomasi's Superman. It's wonderful.
What Anomaly said.
If you haven't read it.
How many that you're listing off the top of your head are the same as in your video from a couple of years ago?
Oh, I don't know. I don't watch my videos anymore.
Yeah, I was just wondering. Lone Wolf and Cub?
Lone Wolf and Cub is up there too. I kind of dig Lone Wolf and Cub.
Starman? You love Starman.
Oh, that's going to make me cry, man. When he says, like, lie to my grandkid for me when he's about to die.
What's that?
And he looks at his dad and says, I won't have to, Dad. Oh, my God.
What's that comic that I only read 2 pages and I quit? Day Tripper. Is that about father?
Oh, dude, that's a good one. Yeah, Day Trippers.
I was like, yeah.
What is with you and all these wonderful stories? Day Tripper and Starman? Oh, man, you break my heart, Melanie. That's strike 3. The one with the son picking up a sword and sees his dad's memory. Oh, that's God Country. Mm-hmm.
Got to tie the book. I remember from the video. Yep, God Country. Oh, so good.
Tell him how cool his grandpa used to be. Man, that breaks my heart every time.
Let's see. Other Ultimate singles besides Spidey. Well, I did give Ultimate X-Men a try, but it's not for me. I didn't pick up Black Panther. I've just never read Black Panther title. I was thinking about picking up Ultimates, but honestly, yeah, just reading Ultimate Spider-Man. I think that's it, isn't it? It's just X-Men, Black Panther, Spider-Man, and then Ultimates has started.
Ultimates just started. Didn't they announce? They were announced.
Sorry, I don't have MP suggestion.
There's another one too. I can't remember. Man, there's so many good ones. Mace book is good. Like, there's a lot of good father moments.
Starman spoilers.
Oh no, sort of, maybe. You know, sorry. I get emotional and I have to talk about things like that. Omen spelling was great. Usagi's brutal. Yeah, there's so many good ones. Spot X-Men: The Hidden Years Omnibus, haven't started it yet. Oh, dude, good journey on that. It's an interesting John Byrne take on the X-Men: The Hidden Years.
Black Panther is pretty good so far. It's a little slow paced.
Awesome.
Don't break your heart.
Don't break. It already broke with Madam Web's. Yeah, that's
Royal City.
Royal City's a good one too. That's a really good one. Oh, Fantastic Four by Jonathan Hickman. Oh my gosh, that ending of the story with when you find out.
DVC All-Star one, Carlos.
Yes, DVC All-Star one. Mm-hmm. We've already talked. He already emailed me. I'm currently on the Mark Waid era of JLA in my reading order. Do you have a personal favorite Justice League era? I really like that era of Justice League. I think Tower of Babel is one of the greatest JLA stories. It's up there with with Injustice League by Dwayne McDuffie, which hardly anyone gives any love to. I love that era. I actually like the Joe Kelly era of JLA. I think it's excellent. I love what he was trying to do with Batman and Wonder Woman.
Bye, Boss Joker.
Be good, Boss Joker. Yeah, I have a lot of like that era of JLA, but Justice League International is probably one of my favorites. Father's Day is a good one too. That's the annual 3. Yeah, I was gonna say it's the annual. Great Father's Day movie is Frequency. Yes, with Dennis Quaid, right? Yeah, Dennis Quaid's in that. It's where his father's the guy talks to his dead fireman dad with a shortwave radio.
Oh, I remember that.
I love that book. That movie was good.
If or when we get a Amazing Spider-Man by Wells Omni, will they split up into 2 volumes?
Well, it depends on how long it is, and it will probably have Dark Web in it. Not the mini series or anything, but it will have the Dark Web main issues. It will probably won't have the Venom or Miles Morales stuff in there. Depends on how long he keeps writing, you know. Omar, do you plan on doing any? Yes, Judge Dredd is still going to continue. Would like to know your thoughts on Origins, Tours of Duty, and Days of Chaos. That is my next Judge Dredd. I'm actually taking a couple of books with me when we go on our vacation because I want to keep reading them.
Thank you, Bruce.
Thank you, Bruce. I found a site selling Eagle Moss Star Trek replicas, $5 to $10 each on clearance. Next thing I know, I spent $500. I do not usually buy collectibles, so I cannot believe I did that.
Wow.
Well, Bruce, you bought 13 copies of Madam Web, so I believe anything is possible with you, my friend.
You have to pick one. JLA by Grant Morrison or JSA by Jeff Johns?
Morrison. I know, it's crazy, right? Because JLA by Jeff Johns had that artwork by Jim Lee, Gene Ha. Jason Fabok. But I still love that JLA era. World War III is one of my favorite JLA stories, too.
Let's see. The Hidden Years takes place after Silver Age X-Men, but before Amazing Adventures. But where does X-Men First Class take place?
I think it takes place during the first 34 issues of X-Men. So it doesn't take place after the Silver Age. Rank the fathers from best to worst.
Thank you for the super chat.
John. Oh my gosh. Norman Osborn, Sabretooth, Darth Vader, Deathstroke, Darkseid, and Ra's al Ghul and Trigon. Oh my god.
Wow.
From best.
That's difficult.
Okay, best. These are awful choices, by the way. I'm going to go with Darth Vader as the best dad out of these. At least he didn't try to sacrifice anybody. Oh my gosh. Norman. Norman actually cares about his son. I'm going to go with Norman. I don't want to spoil stories. Oh, dang it. John's JSA. over JLA? No, JSA. JSA Johns. Sorry about that, Arya. Or whoever was asking that. JSA by Jeff Johns over JLA by Morrison. Okay. So Darth Vader, Norman Osborn. Oh, this is where he gets bad. I'm gonna go with Sabretooth, then Deathstroke. Killed it. That's a spoiler too. No. Okay, wait. Darth Vader, Norman Osborn, Ra's al Ghul, then Deathstroke, then Darkseid, then Sabretooth, and then Trigon. There. Those are awful choices you made me go through, John. What is your favorite Stan Lee omnibus? Ooh, probably Spider-Man or FF Volume 2 or Doctor Strange with Steve Ditko. Probably FF2. No, Spider-Man 1. Spider-Man 1. If This Be My Destiny is one of the greatest Spider-Man comics ever.
Goku or Professor Xavier? Goku's not that good of a dad, though.
He tries to do the right thing. He toughens his kids up.
Trigon, worst confirmed.
Out of that list.
Spider-Man 2099 is 13 years old now. 2 years older than the original Spider-Man was when 2099 came out.
Why are you people doing this to me? It's
well,
Father's
you
Day.
Updated Krakoa reading order now that's over. Also, long live Krakoa.
I will probably do one once all the trades are out, so I can make it. It would make my life easier for people to try to find these books, since they stopped doing the anthologies and not all the oversized hardcovers collect everything.
When is the next comprehensive reading order?
I think in July or August is when I'm going to kick it off. Is there a game going on today? Spain or Eurovision? What's happening?
Yeah.
Is it Eurovision or a soccer football?
I think, because Bar was asking earlier.
Peter Griffith or Homer Simpson is the best dad? Homer. He's so funny. I love that guy. Children, future. I've never wanted a beer so bad in all my life. I quote that all the time when we go to the girls' like musical thing.
Did you ask Alex from Skybound about the possibility of finishing off the IDW
I did.
Transformers Deluxe?
I did. And he said, that sounds like a good idea.
Please get OmniDoc for over and over. He love it.
Does he? I can ask him. I don't mind. I haven't had him an old reader, new reader in a while. Goku cares about his family. He's just bad at. He's kind of stupid. Not OmniDog. Goku. Trigon from Teen Titans Go is pretty good dad. Just wants the best for his little girl. Just some slightly questionable ideas about what the best is.
What is your honest opinion of David Michelinie's Spider-Man run? Because I'm not a fan of Mark Bagley. I'm wondering if Mike
Really?
writing is going to have to put up with it. I like it.
I love his run because that's my childhood. I love the McFarlane era. I love the Eric Larson era. And I love the Mark Bagley era. Introduced us to Venom and Carnage. And I realized that some people, not all, some people hate the idea of a costume coming to life. Some people hate a symbiote spawn. This is Phil Owens. Here's my buddy Phil Owens watching. But I like that era. I love the designs. It was very 90s. It was very in your face. But there was a lot of good. Oh, man. Even in the Clone Saga when he was writing, there was a lot of good in there.
When's the next Where to Start?
It's already filmed. It's Where to Start Deadpool. And my buddy, Dom of X, who was here earlier with us, he is editing it. So should be coming out in July. I think it's July 4th. Guide Country only has a trade paperback and a HC going for resale prices, right? Yes, it's only available in trade. Then there was a limited edition hardcover, but keep in mind this is standard size with the sword design. This was available only through comic book stores, so the direct market. They did, it's weird because they did the same thing with Four Kids Walk Into a Bank, which is one of my all-time favorite graphic novels of all time. If you've never read this, so good.
I haven't. Who wrote it? Who drew it?
It's Matthew Rosenberg.
I don't know who that is.
What?
Is the Spider-Man Bagley book around?
Shoot, I put it up already.
I'll go get it.
It's in the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's right before Spider-Man versus Venom. Yeah.
Yeah.
And on my video, I show what the direct market cover, by the way, is framed. So that video will be out on Patreon, I think later today, and then for everybody on YouTube on Monday. Not a 10-minute warning. No. This is little bit. Beginning to my top 5 Spidey writers. Next real night, Police Academy or 80s animated movies based on TV shows. Transformers, He-Man, Secret of the Sword, Smurf, and the Magic Flute, Robotech, the movie. Oh, Robotech. Go cook some fish.
I got children stuck in my head.
Children. Future. July 4th, kind of a big deal in the old US. Yeah, we won't be here. We'll be out of the country. We did that last year too, didn't we? This is the standard edition cover. The direct market cover will have that image, that Spider-Man, Carnage, and Venom image, but it's framed, right? So it's like it's not the size of the dust jacket. It's actually framed, so it's not like a landscape image that goes throughout the dust jacket.
When I was 43 years old, I was 43 years old when I discovered The Kid Who Collects Spider-Man was an assistant editor's month.
It was, yeah.
Oh.
It was. I like the pattern, the webbing right there. That's really cool. Omar, how hard was it not to say anything when Alex from Skybound said that if you like Wolverine, you're a noob and not a lot. I had to bite my tongue. I had to bite my tongue in that interview because I have to keep a professional level when interviewing folks.
Yeah, you need a shirt that says "Children, Future," and
no one
I have no idea what it means. No,
it's from
probably
the
someone that
Simpsons.
likes Simpsons
Yeah,
would.
like with my brother has a shirt of the Jurassic Park logo, but it says, what does it say? Billy and the Brontosaurus.
Oh, I remember those.
Because that was it was the Principal Skinner was talking to Lisa about his unpublished idea. He was like, I had this great idea about Billy and the Brontosaurus, and then Jurassic Park came out and had the same plot.
Spider-Man, you collect Spider-Man versus Venom with your Spider-Man books. Everyone knows that.
I know it's Omnibus Volume 0, but I had it there as a placeholder for something like this.
Yes, it is beautiful.
It is. Omar, out of the country
But
for the 4th of July. 2 4th of Julys in a row. Omar hates America confirmed. That was confirmed 3 years ago when my words got taken out of context that I am not a fan of America Chavez, and somebody said, I hate America. That's what they got out of that. Am I the only one that wanted everyone to kick the crap out of the jokey Smurf? I hate that guy. I hated Brainy Smurf.
Yeah, Brainy Smurf.
Brainy Smurf got on my nerves because I had friends growing up like, actually, Papa Smurf, shut the fudge up, Brainy Smurf. That's why I don't mind when he got dunked, man. They would throw him, get rid of that guy. Omar, originally Understanding Comics goes for $100. Is it out of print? Oh my God, please don't tell me that because I'm donating that. Billy and the Clonosaurus. Thank you, Michael. That's what the shirt says. Billy and the Clonosaurus. Is it really out of print? Now I got to go and check. It can't be out of print. That book should always be in print. You said original, so it doesn't have to be like first printing. They don't care. Library doesn't care.
Here, I'll look it up, baby.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Brainy was a jerk. Top 5 Carnage moments because I can. A lot of it comes from his first appearance.
Yeah, you can get just the $15.
Oh, good. Yeah, I like some of Maximum Carnage. I like some of Absolute Carnage. I like that Carnage USA book. And Cletus Cassidy's. Oh, the new Carnage book is good too. By friend of the channel, Torun Grumbeck. I did watch the Superman show, the first one. I reviewed it with Amanda. I haven't seen season 2 yet.
I didn't know.
Woo, very much still in print. Man, you had me scared. Saturday Morning Fan. I was like, well, I've already committed to saying I'm going to donate it. Thank goodness for Super Chats. Maximum Carnage was fun. Me and Omar have a lot in common. Brainy Smurf is annoying as heck. Dude, I can't stand people like that. Don't correct me. Not yet.
Venom and Carnage go under S for Spider-Man. Excalibur goes under C for Captain Britain. Secret Warriors goes under N for Nick Fury. Secret Warriors Volume 2 goes under I for Inhumans. It's really simple.
I say you put your books however you want to. As long as I come to your house, part works, and I'm like, hey, man, where is Excalibur Volume 2? And you go right to your shelf, and you're like, right here. That's all that matters. Season 2 so good so far. It's a fun show. Minimum Carnage. Maximum is where it was Carnage.
Is the material from the Godzilla Omni in continuity with the 616?
Yeah, because Red Ronin appears in the 616. So I'm going to go ahead and say yes. Final answer. E.T. or Mac and Me? E.T.
E.T.
Mac and Me had that scary McDonald's dancing scene. And I know Paul Rudd has made that one scene famous of the
going
off the cliff. But Mac and Me creeped me out when I was a kid. Like that dying E.T. should creep me out as a kid. I saw a funny meme that said, why am I so weird? Oh, that's right, because I watched all these movies growing up, and these were kids' movies. And that was like the Wheelers from Return to Oz, the dying E.T. was there, the little dude that was getting his soul sucked out of him in the Dark Crystal. Never-ending story. Oh my gosh, the Time Bandits, the guy with the giant with the ship on his head. And I was like, man, we weren't playing around in the 80s. Kid movies were definitely scarier than like slasher flicks. What are we going to do today, Brainy? Same as we do every day, Pinky.
You said
oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about Brainy Smurf.
Nope. It's from Pinky and the Brain.
I don't even know what Mac and Me is. It's an alien movie. It's a McDonald's commercial. Some people would do. Labyrinth was so good.
When Carnage briefly had the power cosmic moment.
I did like him when he took over Spider-Man too. I love that costume, that Bagley design.
Watching the Woods.
Lady in White creeped me out. Crawl was so good. Gremlins is still one of those movies. Like, is it horror? Is it a kids movie? Is it a comedy? Is it a Christmas movie? I love it. I loved that dinosaur show when I was a kid. Then the ending when oh my gosh, what a weird ending. Temple of Doom, Gremlins were the last dangerous PG. Oh man, when he's like, I do that to my kids. I play around with them and I'm like, oh, no. You know, when he gets his heart taken out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I'm dumb Shiba. They're like, no, Poppy.
Pick 5 characters who do you want in the MCU starting X-Men lineup.
Actually, Amanda and I did a show like that. And I'm going to give you the basic answers. You need a Wolverine in there because you need to draw people in. Whether it's Hugh Jackman or not, I don't know. I don't think it will be. I would love to see somebody like Sunspot on the team, but I guess it's hard not to say the original 5 because it's X-Men, and I'm like, but do I really think that would be a selling point in movies?
Said just the original 5.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a tough selling point, right? I don't.
It's be building our X-Men MCU team.
Thank you. There we go. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did do a show. We can do it again. I'd love to revisit that idea.
Honestly, my favorite villain is Venom, but I really like Green Goblin as well. Oh no, I love Hobgoblin too. I don't know which one.
Hobgoblin's a good answer. That's a good one.
Or Green Goblin. I don't know. I think I like Hobgoblin a little bit more.
I can't believe. I really like Carnage. I'm not Electro, huh? I like Carnage, and I love Kraven.
Oh yeah.
And depending on the writer, he's got a really good rogue gallery. Doc Ock has some of the great stories.
No, I was never a fan of Doc Ock. And one day I would like to read Superior Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's so good. Angel and Iceman are lame. I know. I think that's what would happen, right?
No,
I like Demo Goblin too.
Yeah, I do, but the Hobgoblin. I like Hobgoblin. Final answer. Nobody ever talked about Short Circuit.
Dude, I love Short Circuit. Love it. Johnny 5 is alive. Okay. Not so much Daryl.
You get Nightcrawler, you get Kitty, you get Legion, you get Nanny, you get Marshmallows, you get a bonfire. I mean,
Nanny? You're going to throw Nanny in the top 5 X-Men movies?
You like Michael like Scorpion?
It's a good one. Matt Gargan's a good one. I like that dude.
Molten Man? Oops.
Molten Man. Nobody chooses Molten Man. Ross Andrew has become one of my favorite Spider-Man artists.
Thank you for asking, Bar.
Guess what, mommy making you anything today?
Yeah, let's see. I've been really busy this week. And in fact, I need to go to the comic store next week and pick up my single issues. But I did read Ultimate Spider-Man. I read Avengers Twilight because I'm going to be with Omar's help doing a video over it.
Yeah,
my first Marvel sponsored video.
so cute.
And I liked it. It was a good book, or 6 issues. And I mean, the trade's coming out like in August, so it won't be long now. And I think I kept meaning to start Ryan North's Fantastic Four trade, Sega trade, Stories about Hope, but I just haven't had time.
It's so good.
But
oh, it's my dad.
Yeah.
Can you take it for a second?
Yeah. Yeah, and I probably read like 5 pages of Lord of the Rings this week. Right now, Pippin and Merry are with Treebeard. Oh yeah, big. So yeah, thanks for asking. No, I didn't really like Tombstone.
I like Tombstone in that what was the miniseries? Or not miniseries. Tangled Web. There was a couple of like Eduardo Rizzo stories in there with Tombstone. Depending on the writer, right? I think it's very important to me.
Thank you guys. Venture Twilight was fun. I want more issues. It's going to be amazing as a video game. Oh yeah, that's a good idea, James. Gives it a 4 out of 5.
Heard some rapid fire Spanish from Omar. Yeah, it was my dad. He was just telling me he's coming, Omar. Omar's selling out. I just talked about in my AMA yesterday how I turned down a sponsor because I refuse to sell out. Shut up, Bar. Happy Father's Day to your dad. I hope he's proud of the person you've become. Tombstone, Kurt Russell.
I really like my idea of Jane Warren Johnson, Dane Moore on Spider-Man as well. I'm proud of that. Yay! I came up with a good idea.
Tombstone with Kurt Russell is awesome. You know what's even awesomer, you Spooky Channel? Wyatt Earp with Kevin Costner. I said what I said. Wow, just saw the cover of Fantastic Four. Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Is it free? Any rumors on the official handbook to the Marvel Universe Master Edition Volume 2 coming out this year?
This year? I think I've announced all the books for this year. So not this year, and no rumors yet of next year. I hope it was good. Alex, yes, it was yesterday. It was at 9 p.m. So you were already in bed, buddy. We were drinking.
Oh, yeah, Family Day.
We don't have Father's Day or Mother's Day. We have family. Oh, I like Family Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. You okay?
Was the sponsor Rage Shadow Legends?
310 Yuma, Unforgiven is so good, dude. I love Unforgiven.
Amazing Spider-Man 173 was my first contact with Spidey Comics,
but in Portuguese. That's awesome. I remember having some Spanish Spidey comics, like reprints.
Any new 2099 Omni news?
Maybe. I'm going to say maybe to a lot of these, by the way. Because sometimes they move things out of the schedule, and I'm like, I can still say maybe in case something gets moved out. We have Family Day in Canada as well. Oh, that's awesome. Omar, another new Warriors has joined the Avengers. Who joined the Avengers? Are you being serious right now, Saturday Morning Fan? When do you think Spider-Man No More Epic Collection Volume 3 will come out? I just really want to read it. The reprint, Spider-Man No More? Did it? I'm so sorry. I got so much in my head. Did I announce there was a reprint coming? That Curtis and I announced a reprint?
And did you already post on, or like there's a link on Patreon to rewatch it?
Yeah, it's already up there. Yeah. It's okay, Alex. We'll see you for the next one, my friend. And maybe the book club, if you're on it.
Yes, reprint. No, you didn't announce.
Oh, if I didn't announce it, it might be a while.
I think my mom is here, so I'm gonna go. You said you want to go.
I'm gonna go for 5 more minutes.
Okay. I'm gonna go on upstairs. Thank you guys for hanging out, and as always, have a lot of fun with you all. Take care. Stay bad.
I'll take a couple more questions. Justin, that's bait, buddy. Can't believe you're announcing Agent Ven Omnibus tonight. When's the next announcements? That's bait. Justin's so good at that. When are the next announcements, though? The next announcements will be coming this week. I'm hoping to do a couple more, like filming them, to try to get them out, because I know people really, really want to hear what's coming next. But David is so kind. Him and his group are just going to put a pause on announcements to make sure that the catalog doesn't get filled, so my announcements beat the catalog. So they did that last year, which is so nice. So hopefully I'll get a couple more, because I already have the list. I just need the content to make sure what I announce. And then I have some of the content. I'm just waiting for the other covers. And then, of course, I have to wait for legal to approve everything. Can we expect an Invincible Iron Man Omnibus Volume 4? And should we expect any more news of Marvel Omni announcements and reprint announcements? Yes, more things are coming. I don't know about Invincible 4. Waterworld is to a swimming pool what Mad Max is to harsh, desolate wastelands. Ooh, I like that. Wow, I found Excalibur Omnibus Volume 2 for $22. Hope it is the right book and in very good condition, as it's stated. I hope you get the right book, my brother. It's lunchtime for me. Any suggestions, anyone? A salad. Eat light. I don't know why I said eat whatever you want to. Have y'all heard any rumors that Iron Man's joining the X-Men in one of the new ongoings? They hinted at an Avenger would be joining the cast. Isn't his series also ending? So I can kind of see that happening since there were so many ties during the, what was it, the Jerry Duggan era. Omar, what run would Spider-Man Last Stand version be in? Oh my goodness, where would that be collected in? Are you talking about like epics? Are you talking about omnis? What are we talking about here? Because I'm trying to think if that happens past the Spider-Man, like Edge of Spider-Verse. Let me take a couple more questions. Any news about the Captain Marvel Omni since it's still not up for pre-order? I'm going to email them about that one in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Lydia will say she wants Alpha Bus. No, she doesn't. People are commenting. You can have a burrito. Also, just wanted to say your channel was amazing for getting someone like me who was intimidated when trying to get into comics. Save me. Oh, you are so welcome. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, Iron Man's dating Emma Frost, and I saw Storm is joining the Avengers. Near as I can tell, Duggan's Iron Man will continue. Really? Okay. I gotta go with my boys, Spain. I got friends. I got family in Spain, so I gotta go with Spain. I'm sure Croatia is better though. Not a joke. Marvel released the covers. Night Thrasher and Power Pack Light. Oh, dude. Oh, they're part of the Steve Orlando run? I'm in. Yes. DBC All-Star won the ROM giveaway. Thank you so much. And if Marvel sends me 2 copies of Volume 3, I will have the giveaway. You know, I do giveaways all the time. But I wanted to do a little bit special for the people that watch my stuff. Just wishing you guys a happy Father's Day or happy upcoming travels. You both earned it. Enjoy it. Thank you. We have one more Saturday live stream next Saturday where it'll be us. And then we've got Maddie's Saturday stream while we're on vacation. And then Dom Saturday stream. And then I will be out of the country, but I'll still do the live Saturday stream. Wow, that's a Jean Grey trade in perfect condition. $25 recently. So happy you found that. Viva España! Carajo? Can I still say that? Mika, did you see all these Scrooge comics that's coming out? So this is so cool, man. So freaking cool. They're coming. I can't wait to talk about this book. I can't wait to read it. I have to wait until tomorrow. Father's Day. You know what? Father's Day tomorrow. I got to film. I got to do the library video. But I'm going to give myself some time to read Uncle Scrooge at least. I can give that to myself. No. We're going to Canada, and I'm taking my daughter to. We're going to Japan with friends and my brothers, and then I'm taking my daughter to Canada, that's where I'll do the stream from, the hotel in Canada, because I promised her I would take her to TFCon, and when I looked at my schedule, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's the weekend we come back. So I am literally here for a day to sleep. We come back, and then I sleep the next day to catch up on sleep, because of the jet lag, and then we travel to Canada. We drive up to Canada the next day. So that's kind of what's stressing me out a little bit about like all these videos I got to do before we leave. But you know, it's part of. I got to keep my promise. I told my little girl I would take her to TFCon, and I love sharing Transformers with her. So I will be back next weekend though, and I will be back tomorrow. So make sure you join us live at 2:30 p.m. to talk about the important thing, the library books. But that's it, everybody. I am out of here. You all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, a great Father's Day, and stay safe and healthy, everybody. Thank you so much for being a huge part of this. I love coming on here every Saturday morning. To get one more with me until I come back. But everyone, stay healthy and safe. Much love to you all. Bye-bye.